Hello. I'm going to do a little introduction to this hunt that had a tough season. I've had a tough 2022 season. I've got two places that I can hunt, and um, they just haven't had birds on them. They've had birds, but not a huntable population, shall we say. A place where we have found birds before. Gentleman I hunt with all the time, Charles, he did harvest a bird there, and that's the only bird we've seen. We heard that bird that morning, and he harvested it that morning, and just haven't heard another bird. And we've really worked it pretty hard. Uh, I've got a small lease, 60 acres. I've seen turkey on it. I've seen turkey on it during turkey season. I wasn't hunting, but I have not heard a gobble. I have not had any response to a turkey. I did call in a hen one time on that piece of land. And the last really 6 days of the season, I have a dear friend who I did not want to hunt the land because he hunted it, and he is a super guy, and he is has seen 9 decades of life and living. Okay, so I certainly didn't want to get in his way, any way, shape, or form. And he let me know this last week that he was not going to hunt anymore, and he had not harvested a bird this year. He's harvested several birds from his farm, and he graciously let me hunt there. Killed two birds there last year, so I went and set up there. The moment he told me I could, I went and put up a blind. I made up my mind that I would hunt. I took a day. I literally sat 9 hours in that blind trying to kill a turkey. I did not hear a turkey. I saw a hen in the field. Did not get any video of her, but the grass is really tall, and that's part of my challenge, and why I call this a bittersweet hunt. So uh, the weather is deteriorating. You can see the clouds behind me. We've got severe weather going to be here very shortly. I'm filming this on the 6th day of May, and I'm probably going to be inside very shortly because the weather's going to deteriorate. That's what they call for. They've been telling us all week. So when I hunted on Tuesday and hunted hard that day, 9 hours, did not see a bird. And then I decided I really couldn't do that again. And so I did decide I would hunt till 9 o'clock on uh, the next day, which was Wednesday. And so I got there, set up, got in there in the dark. Both times I got in there in the dark and set. Did not hear a bird. Heard a hen, but didn't hear a gobble. Did not hear a gobble. And so when I'd call every few minutes, I carried some stuff. Being a pastor, I can carry some material with me, so I worked in the blind while I was there. But at the same time, every few minutes I'd look and call. Well, it was about 2 minutes till 9, and I had already decided I was going to leave at 9. And so I called, and no gobble. Hadn't heard a gobble. 12 hours, actually. 12 hours of sitting in that blind. Had not heard a gobble. And perused everything, didn't see anything. So I said, well, it's time to pack up. So I literally put the calls in my vest and was fixing things in the blind and was getting ready to leave, and just happened to look up, and coming the other way in grass that all I could see, and you'll see on the video, all I could see was his head, red head. I knew it was a male turkey, and I sat there and I didn't call anymore because I thought, and you'll see as he walks by, he's probably 20 yards behind the setup, and the decoys are 25 yards from me. He was going to walk on by, it looked like, and then he turned and he came. The camera is at a little higher angle than I'm than I was sitting. And so as he comes in, there are going to be a couple of times on the video that the camera's going to show that this was a Jake, but I didn't know. In retrospect, he didn't display, didn't come in aggressive at all. He didn't gobble. I should have known, but again, the weather was deteriorating. I knew I didn't have long. I probably wouldn't have another day to hunt. This was probably the end of my season, and there he was. And I had to make up my mind. Was I going to shoot with the information that I had? I knew it was a legal turkey. I knew it was legal to shoot that bird. I'd seen the top of his beard that I thought might just be it coming down. In retrospect, that was all there was. Had I known he was a Jake, I wouldn't have shot him. I passed on many, and I would have passed on him if I had known, but I knew it was the end of my season. It was now or never, and I made up my mind that I guess I convinced myself that he was a gobbler, and I harvested him. And I'm disappointed that he's a Jake, but I am excited and honored to have had the privilege. The only male bird I've seen all season that I was able to harvest. So that was, and both Charles and I had decided that because we're not sure how the numbers are in our area, and because we have such limited resources, we were not even going to try to kill two. I haven't hunted anymore. I could have hunted today, this morning, and could have hunted tomorrow morning, but I chose not to. So, yeah, this is my season, and I'll share it with you now. Thanks, Steve.
Good morning, everyone. Heading in, May the 4th. Weather is going to deteriorate pretty rapidly. It's already breaking day a little bit, but I think we'll get in okay. And I'm gonna give it a try for a couple of hours this morning. Season's winding down, and I think the turkey are winning. But we're gonna give it another effort and see what happens. We'll be back.
The woods are waking up. I haven't heard a gobble. I think I've heard every other bird in the world. We will see. didn't even see the bird. I've been calling. It came from all the way the other side. Oh, wow, wow, wow. He's down right there. It's a jay. Man, I was just fixing to pack up and head out. The weather's fixing to deteriorate. I don't think I'm gonna get done anymore this season. I thought it was a gobbler. I guess I convinced myself it was a gobbler without really checking into it. But, yeah. I could tell when he came up in the Delta, they came up as a jay. But it's a turkey, it's legal. This time of year, and no more hunting ability, I'm glad to have one down. So, 2022's in the books for me. We're gonna see what we got. Third turkey I've killed in this area. He worked on my decoy. Yeah, it's a jake. Yellow jay. He just does have a little beard. Little nub spurs. Okay. Came in with a bright red head and came straight to the decoys. I guess heard me calling and came way over. Little jay.